Okay, so today we're gonna crack open a little time capsule. We're gonna uncover the forgotten genius hiding inside that humble brown bottle that used to sit under pretty much every kitchen sink.
I mean, what if the simplest solution was the one they told you to forget? Seriously, think about it. For decades, you had all these big companies and advertisers working overtime to convince our grandparents that their simple, super effective solutions were, what, old-fashioned? Even dangerous? Turns out, they just wanted to sell you a cabinet full of new stuff. But Grandma was right all along.
Just look at this. It's kinda crazy when you see it laid out side by side. Back in the 60s, one 30-cent bottle did the job of a dozen different products. And today, our cabinets are overflowing with specialized, expensive chemicals that can easily run you over $50. We've somehow traded simple, effective wisdom for a complicated, costly mess. So, let's put that old-school wisdom back into practice. We're gonna start our tour right where all the magic happened, the kitchen.
In here, we're going to cover 4 brilliant kitchen hacks. How to properly sanitize cutting boards, wash your produce to get rid of more than just dirt, disinfect your countertops safely, and even give your dishwasher a serious power-up.
First up, the cutting board. This is so simple. After chopping meat, Grandma would just pour 3% hydrogen peroxide directly onto the board. You let it sit and fizz for about 5 minutes, and that bubbling, that's not just for show. That is literally the peroxide destroying the cell walls of bacteria. And now, modern science actually confirms this is incredibly effective against nasty stuff like salmonella and E. coli. Plus, it's way gentler on your wooden boards than harsh bleach.
And for cleaning produce, she'd fill up the sink with cold water, add about a quarter cup of hydrogen peroxide, and just let her veggies soak for 20 minutes. You know, back in the 60s, the big chemical companies wanted you to just trust whatever you bought at the store. But here's the kicker. Research today shows this simple soak removes way more pesticide residue than just rinsing with water alone.
Okay, let's move on. We're heading into the bathroom and the laundry room now, and trust me, the hacks are about to get even more impressive. Coming up, we'll look at how to safely whiten your laundry, a simple trick for way better gum health, the real secret to getting rid of that awful mildew smell, and a stain remover that honestly beats most modern products. So instead of that harsh chlorine bleach, the stuff they were pushing so hard back then, Grandma used this. Just add 1 cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide right into the washing machine drum with your detergent. It's a gentler kind of bleach that whitens your whites and brightens your colors without destroying the fabric fibers over time. It's biodegradable and just so much safer for your clothes.
Now, this one might sound a little wild, but stick with me. A simple mouth rinse. 1 part peroxide to 2 parts water. Swish it around for 60 seconds. And listen, this is super important, you never ever swallow it. The oxidizing action kills the specific kind of anaerobic bacteria that cause gum inflammation and bad breath. And get this, dentists who used to dismiss this now often recommend it for things like gingivitis.
And for those impossible yellow armpit stains on white shirts, yeah, forget all those expensive specialty products. A simple paste of 2 parts peroxide and 1 part dish soap left on for about an hour before washing works like magic. The peroxide oxidizes the stuff in the sweat, and the soap lifts it all away. This simple little mixture still outperforms many of the commercial stain removers you can buy today. All right, you ready? It's time for the masterclass. We're going to walk through the 5 most powerful and practical hacks step by step. I want you to see exactly how they're done so you can try them yourself. First up, grout cleaner. This is a game changer. Just mix baking soda and hydrogen peroxide till you get this thick paste. Slap it on the grout lines and let it sit there and fizz for 15 minutes. The peroxide lifts the stains out and the baking soda acts as a gentle scrubber. A little scrub, a quick rinse, and you've got a perfect cleaning system. Next, a little at-home toothpaste booster. Just dip your brush in some baking soda, add a couple of drops of peroxide, and brush gently for 2 minutes. And get this is literally the same science that big companies use in their commercial whitening strips. The baking soda polishes the surface, and the peroxide gets the deeper stains. But here's the crucial part, you gotta listen to this. Limit this to twice a week, max. You wanna keep your enamel safe and strong. You know that musty towel smell? The one that just never seems to go away no matter how many times you wash it? Yeah, here's the fix. Soak the items for 30 minutes in hot water with a cup of hydrogen peroxide before you wash them. See, your regular detergent just washes away surface dirt. It doesn't actually kill the mold spores causing the smell. The peroxide, though, gets right in there and oxidizes the mold, completely wiping out the odor at its source. Okay, this one is an absolute lifesaver for all you plant parents out there.
If you've ever overwatered a plant, you know root rot can be a death sentence. To fix it, you just water the plant with a mix of 1 teaspoon of peroxide per cup of water. So root rot is caused by these nasty little fungi that thrive in waterlogged soil with no oxygen. The peroxide releases this burst of pure oxygen directly to the roots, killing the fungi and giving your plant a fighting chance. It's like an emergency rescue treatment, and it really works.
So, we've seen all these amazing individual tricks, right? But the #1 hack, it wasn't just another trick on the list. No, it was a philosophy. It was the one secret that tied everything together, and it's the one that drove the chemical companies absolutely crazy.
And here it is. The #1 hack wasn't a single trick at all. It was the system.
It was the simple, brilliant realization that you don't need a different bottle for every single little task. Grandma kept one spray bottle of 3% hydrogen peroxide. That one bottle replaced dedicated surface cleaners, vegetable washes, laundry additives, grout scrubs, mold killers, even garden sprays. The entire business model of the cleaning industry was built on convincing people they needed a specialized product for everything. She proved them all wrong with one simple, cheap solution.
And this, right here, is the main takeaway. She wasn't just following some old wives' tale. She was paying attention. She was observing cause and effect. She saw that peroxide fizzed on germs, that it broke down stains, and that it left behind nothing but harmless water and oxygen. She was a practical, applied chemist, right there in her own home.
Look, if this changed the way you see that little brown bottle, do me a favor and hit that like button. It honestly helps the algorithm get this forgotten knowledge out to more people who really need to see it.
And hey, be sure to subscribe if you want to keep digging up more of this kind of wisdom that the modern world tried so hard to bury. We are just getting started.
And finally, I've got to ask you, which of these hacks are you going to try first? The grout cleaner? The laundry brightener? Drop your answer in the comments below. I actually really want to know what you think. See you in the next one.